If you don't ride these dollar jitneys, you're still sharing the road with them.
Nearly 200 water systems in New York and New Jersey have been flagged for lead in the last 3 to 4 years. Take a look at this interactive map that we have up on pix11.com right now. The $800,000 that will be spent on safety upgrades are to be expected to continue over a course of 3 months to install them, and the construction should start in just a couple weeks. Now, the cost of doing businesses, summonses can be paid. Look, the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, is really the agency that holds the hammer here. They're the ones that regulate, write violations, and shut companies down if they're deemed to be too dangerous. This space has been 18 months in the making. It now seats 400 people. Time for some traffic problems in Fort Lee. Those were the words sent in a fateful message to David Wildstein, Governor Christie's appointee at the Port Authority nearly 2 years ago. The riskiest for car-train collisions in the entire New York City metropolitan area. And President Obama, inside the building behind me, the Salvation Army, held up Camden as a shining example of the type of things that can happen when the police and community members work peacefully together. 100 places in New York and New Jersey have seen levels above the EPA's safe standard in the past several years. Hundreds of longshoremen took to the parking lots far from the docks here today, just behind me. They were here for their shift, but they were not unloading the ships as they came into port. Trucks unable to make pickups and deliveries around the region. This included Port Newark, Elizabeth, Jersey City, according to the Port Authority Police. And make no mistake about it, these ports represent the biggest on the East Coast, second biggest in the country, so the impact could be serious. Right now, underway an emergency meeting to try and bring this strike to a quick end.
Tonight.
For every student in Elizabeth Public Schools, the district pays around $237 to attorneys. That was the case during the 2014-2015 school year, when Elizabeth schools racked up close to $6 million in legal fees. Money paid to in-house lawyers, on overtime, and to outside law firms.
Whoa. Well, I think that's terrible because the kids' education is more important.
Pix11 did some digging. Our exclusive investigation found that the school district is paying more to attorneys than it does to heat every school building in the district, even paying more for legal fees than it does to keep the lights on. Attorneys for Elizabeth schools getting 7 times what is spent on textbooks for kids.
Outrage. I mean, you know, we're spending millions and millions of dollars that could be going towards the education and the needs of the children in this district, which are great, the needs here, to pay lawyers.
This parent of 2 says she spent thousands of dollars to hire her own attorney to get her son with special needs resources the district refused to provide.
Everything is, let's go to an attorney. I mean, where is this money coming from, frankly? If we have so much money to spend on legal fees, that money could be used someplace else.
And no teacher should have to spend money on books and extra materials, crayons, glue, scissors, because it's a free public education.
Members of Elizabeth School Board, elected in November, are pushing for a change.
And it's just a waste of really taxpayers' money, not even just local taxpayers' dollars. I mean, we get $356 million from the state of New Jersey, so that's New Jersey taxpayer dollars that are going to these exorbitant legal fees. And last year, they had to raise taxes, about $7.5 million. We had to let go of 81 staff members, including some teachers.
In January, the school board hired a forensic attorney to comb through the district's expenses, including its legal fees. They also fired an in-house board attorney. Pix11 did reach out to the superintendent of Elizabeth schools for comment today. As of this afternoon, we have not heard back. In Elizabeth, Christie Duffy, Pix11 News.